Welcome into JacksonSun.com for another video as we're previewing Spring Fling, and in this one we're kind of taking a look at baseball. We've got four teams from the Jackson Sun's local area competing for state championships, and when we take a look at the teams that are in Class A, there's got to be something in the water on the east side of our coverage area, because we've got Riverside and Scotts Hill, two teams that are in District 15A that are about that just a very few number of miles apart. And they're both competing for the grand prize of a state championship this week.
You know, Riverside's going to try and go up there and win their fourth straight state title. You know, this is a different team than last year. They had a big group of seniors graduate with players like Ryan Fisher, who was our player of the year. So this is a totally new group led by players like Alex Whitwell, Jordan Goff, Clint Fisher. But you know, they got back to the goal of getting to the state tournament. They opened against the last team to beat them in the state championship. Summertown beat them 5 years ago in the state championship, and so that's who they open with at MTCS on Tuesday. It'll be a very big matchup, tough matchup for both teams. I expect Alex Whitwell to be on the mound for Riverside, and you know, he's also one of their best hitters, so it'll be a big test for the Panthers.
Yeah, and it's kind of an interesting dynamic when you compare and contrast Scotts Hill and Riverside, because when it comes to Class A baseball, there's probably no program right now that's as experienced in Spring Fling and state tournaments as Riverside. Because there's not except for maybe the freshmen, there's not a player on that team that's never won the state championship. Whereas Scotts Hill is coming in for the first time ever after knocking off Riverside twice in the district tournament to set themselves up for a good run through the region and sectionals. And then Riverside got them back in the region championship. But do you see Scotts Hill competing well this week, you know, once they start off on Tuesday night?
You know, you've got a Scotts Hill team that plays a very tough Friendship Christian team. This is Friendship Christian's last year in D1. They'll move to D2 next year and have to play teams like USJ. But Friendship Christian is a really good quality team. It's going to be a good test for Scotts Hill. But, you know, they faced one of the area's best this past weekend in sectionals in Union City. A very tough team, a team a lot of people expected to make it to the state tournament. You know, Scotts Hill, neither team hit well. Both teams played good defense. Scotts Hill was just able to score on a pass ball, and that was the difference in the entire ball game. So Scotts Hill's going to, you know, they'll have to bring their A game again. Also on their side is Knoxville Grace and Cornersville. You know, those are two teams I think Scotts Hill can really compete with. But, you know, talking to Britt after that sectional game, he talked about their schedule. They've gone out, they played up. They didn't play easy teams. They beat USJ, a defending state champion. You know, they've played Riverside 5 times now, beaten them twice, beat Chester County twice, and that, you know, that's a quality AA team. So, you know, they've gone out and played some tough opponents, and here they are. They're at state, first ever boys team from Scotts Hill to make state, and so, you know, the Lions do have a shot at making some noise in Murfreesboro.
All right, and then when we look at AA, another first-time team that's going to be a Spring Fling this year, Crockett County.
You know, Crockett County, led by their ace pitcher, Colton Kale, who's going to Bethel. I expect him to be on the mound as they face a very good pasture team on Tuesday night at Blackman High School. Good Pasture will be a single A team next year, so that's going to be tough for teams like Riverside and Scotts Hill. But, you know, this year they're AA, and Crockett County is going to come out and they're going to have to play error-free baseball. They've had some mental lapses through the postseason. It's not going to be able to happen in Murfreesboro. You can't have 4 or 5 errors in a game and expect to win.
All right, and then in Division II, JCS is in their final year in the private school division for going back to Division I in the fall. They're making the most of their last year, bringing a team back that had everybody back from last year, making it to state.
You know, this is still a young JCS baseball team. They only lose 2 seniors. The big one is Ethan Mayberry, who's one of their top pitchers, along with Matt Poteet. They'll play a Harding Academy team that, you know, won the region, finished as runner-up in state last year. It'll be a good test. But JCS has definitely played well during the sectional or sub-state round and beaten Knox Webb twice in Knoxville. So Ethan Mayberry, Matt Poteet are two players to really keep an eye on in that matchup.
All right, well, good luck to not only these 4 teams playing baseball, but all of our athletes that are competing in spring.